Shalom, family. You know what I'm enjoying a lot besides spending time with the Lord, watching and waiting, trusting God in all these things by the day. As it becomes more difficult, I know He's always in control. He supplies our needs. He makes it possible for us to minister and continue and trust in following the water walker. And it's an amazing journey, and we're loving it. What I'm enjoying very much as well, besides all those things, is the growth in the amount of crazy stories that come out that set the stage for the great deception that is going to explain away the rapture. So I'm going to share a couple of these over the next few days with you. One right now that just show you, and as a believer, as someone who is redeemed and saved and a child of God, we see clearly through the rubbish and we know who they're actually talking to. Whereas the world doesn't. They go, oh, wow, really? What? And they take notes and they believe what they get told because these people are so credible. In the world of crazy, where doctors and scientists can't say what a man or a woman is anymore biologically, anything becomes credible, including this story. Woman who died for 3 days. Interesting that they go for 3 days, don't you think? Reveals a message she heard from angels. Now, before I read the article for you, let me just remind you, angels that fell became demons. So, in a way, she's right. She heard a message from angels. It just happens to be fallen angels. Julie Poole is a spiritualist from Cornwall who had a near-death experience. A spiritualist who was clinically dead for 3 days claimed she received a shocking message from angels in heaven following her suicide attempt. According to Julia, she was told by higher powers that it was not her time to die and that good times would be coming soon. Here's the problem number one. When you receive messages from demons masquerading as angels, kind of like Muhammad received from the angel Gabriel, who's actually Lucifer, and gave him a completely different gospel from what we have in the Bible, and that we were warned would happen and then happened. It's just insane. They don't refer to Jesus Christ at all. There is none of that. There's no love. There's no proper experience. It's higher powers, and things are going to get better. Not the world is getting ready for judgment. The rapture of the church is coming. Tell my bride to get ready. I'm coming to collect her. No, none of that's needed. Things are going to get better. In the New World Order's brain, it's going to get better because they're crafting the world in their image. So, good times are coming soon. The self-described spiritual and personal empowerment coach, psychic channeler, energy healer, hypnotherapist, law of attraction teacher, and author. Just in that, she's disqualified herself as anything legit. She said she ended up in a spiritual realm when she received the message. Believing she was in limbo during the 3 days, Julie said she was greeted there by angels who transported her to the higher realm and told her it was not her time to officially die. I suddenly saw my guides. Now, when they say things like guides, they're talking about their spirit guides, which is their familiar demons that have allowed into their lives and have control. That is what they're actually talking about. So her guides and my angels around me, and they lifted me up and took me to the higher realms. I remember saying, I'm going home, and they said, no, you're not. It's not your time. They also told her, we did warn you it would be too hard and too overwhelming, and now here at 21 trying to check out. Julie described being told by angels she had been through 3 lifetimes worth of suffering already. Got to make herself an incredible victim, and how powerful and resourceful she was through this. Not 1 lifetime suffering, some 3 lifetimes worth of suffering. In addition, she said the angels promised, here it is, that a new golden age for mankind would begin between 2012 and 2032. Interesting window, hey? End of the world 2012. Remember the 2012 movie, the Mayan calendar, all those things. From 2012 to 2032 would be a golden age of mankind. Feeling golden, anybody? Julie said that the angels told her, what we mean by the golden age is that for millennia now, there has been an enormous amount of power, abuse, and control. All of that held by the few and has controlled the masses. The golden age is bringing an equality across the board, so that which is false and fake and untrue and corrupt will fall away. The energy healer took the message on board and insisted to podcast hosts that there would be a day of reckoning coming soon. Despite ongoing global atrocities, she continued explaining to the host that a day of Armageddon would soon arrive, where evil global leaders would lose their power. They're getting caught and kicked out, and people that have a pure heart, pure intentions, are coming instead. Yeah, most of the leadership's going to hand their power over completely to the Antichrist, who they will call pure-hearted and with pure intentions to help mankind improve themselves, grow closer, equality and love for everyone, equalness. We have to get rid of everything that stands against that, because that would be evil and dark. You see how they try and package their new world order, their evil, their Antichrist, and the disaster that will be this final week of Daniel, and pitch it to the masses through people like this. And that is their calling and their task, to do exactly this. And then people grab onto this and go, oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much better. Without Jesus Christ, it definitely ain't going to be golden. The streets are paved with gold only in one place, and it's not Dubai. This world needs Jesus, and that is why we preach and teach and reach out, and we continue doing so, and you should use every opportunity to do the same. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.